Hey folks, welcome to the Cardboard Cave. We're here to do a hot new fast food item review. This is brand new. Some of you probably not even heard of this. Just kidding. This is the Impossible Whopper from Burger King. I think it's literally years old at this point. I've never had one, and fate decided I was going to try it today, so I thought, I don't know if I've had any of the plant-based burgers. I don't think I have, so this is a good chance for me to try. I apologize for my appearance. I just got done mowing the grass and haven't showered or anything, so you don't come here for the appearance. At least you better not. Yeah, so I thought, hey, let's just see how it is. Because just the other day I saw somebody saying that they thought it was actually really good. And I have a hard time believing it. I'm a meat eater. I have a hard time believing any food that tries to substitute another food. I'm usually not a fan of. I love, fresh fruit and vegetables, at least if they're cooked a little bit. I eat some healthy things like whole foods, but when a food tries to mimic another food to be healthier, I'm usually not a fan. One of the popular ones is cauliflower mashed potatoes. Sure, if you add enough butter, it's edible, but for the most part, I'd just rather do without mashed potatoes if I can't handle it. I don't know. Maybe that's a dumb way to look at it. So I've never been drawn to the Impossible Whopper, but anyways, I heard some people saying it's actually good, which I've heard that before. And although the processed breads and things from fast food, I know are probably actually the most unhealthy part about it, I do have reasons to control the amount of red meat I eat. I need to be careful with it. I eat plenty of it. I need to be careful with it. I try to choose chicken and fish sometimes, but I eat too many burgers. I mean, most Americans probably do, let's be honest. So it wouldn't hurt me if it's, if it still tastes good, it wouldn't hurt me to choose it sometimes. You can look at me, tell I'm not a nutrition expert. I don't know anything about the Impossible Whopper, except they say it's plant-based. It is not made with any meat, but they do tell you right on the app that it is grilled on the same grills. Obviously, you should be able to figure that out, as the meat burgers. So, if you're a real vegetarian or vegan, I'm sorry. I kind of know the difference, but not really. But if you're hardcore serious about it, I don't know that this would work because it's put on the same grill as meat. But if you're doing it for health reasons, just trying to control the amount of red meat you eat, you're fine. It might pick up a little flavor from their burgers, but that's all. I said fate decided I would try one today. So after thinking, maybe I'll try one sometime, today, it's apparently the anniversary of the Impossible Whopper. And so by the time this comes out, it might be too late. But I'm telling you, the reason I got it is it was free with any purchase over $3. So being the healthy, trying to avoid red meat person I am, I got a double cheeseburger, which was $3.59, which was enough to get the Impossible Whopper free, which is a $6.99 sandwich. It is $1 and change more than the regular Whopper, but healthier food usually is. I mean, that's just how it is. But it feels crazy that a plant-based patty is $1 and change more than an all-beef patty. But it is what it is, I guess. That being said, yeah, $6.99 is the regular price, and that's without cheese. Hey, but we're going to test if it's really good. And you do need to maybe avoid red meat for whatever reason. We'll see if it's worth it. Since I do have a double cheeseburger, maybe I'll try them back to back. But I'm going to eat this. I'm not eating this wanting it to be nasty. I was genuinely curious. And then when I saw I could get one for free, it's well, duh, I'm getting it. Now, it cost me 60 cents because I added cheese. Because again, I want this thing to have every chance possible. And I always add cheese if I get a Whopper. Always. So I added cheese to this. It's big, just like the Whopper's big. It looks like a Whopper, and they did add my cheese. I was trying to remember. I think they had 2 pieces of cheese because the Whopper's just so big. but I want to just pick off a piece of the patty and try it, but I'm going to try it the right way first. This is exactly how I get a Whopper, including the cheese. It looks very similar to the Whopper, except the patty's a little bit too perfect, like perfectly circular, perfectly smooth. But other than that, I probably wouldn't have thought much about it if you just handed this to me and said, here's your Whopper. All right, let's give it a shot. I will mention it's only got like 30 less calories than the regular Whopper. I think half the calories of a Whopper is the mayonnaise probably. So it's not necessarily a low calorie food. It's just, if you need to cut back on red meat, like in my case with cholesterol, you know, I could stand some less red meat. I could stand less fast food and processed food too. That's, you know, that's another story. But this wasn't supposed to be a Trevor health update. I'm just gonna tell you if it tastes good. All right, I'm gonna try just a piece of the patty now. It doesn't look plant-based, I will say that. And when you tear off a piece, it feels like a fast food patty. All right, so I'm going to try to keep this simple. Then I'm going to immediately compare it to the beef patty. One, it's kind of amazing that that's plant-based. Like it doesn't feel like it's plant-based when you tear off a chunk. It doesn't look like it's plant-based. It doesn't taste like it's plant-based. That's pretty amazing. Second point, anybody who's told you they can't tell the difference between that and the regular Whopper, do not trust their taste buds. It does not taste like the Whopper. I want to be clear though, it is not nasty. It does not have a bad flavor, but it does not have the Whopper flavor. That classic, at least this one, I can only review what I got. And this Burger King's good. It's where I get 99% of my Burger King stuff. It does not have the classic flame broiled Whopper flavor. Kind of that classic Burger King flavor, really, of the flame broiled beef. It does not taste like a Whopper, but, and I'm not just saying this, if you gave it to me as a fast food burger from a place I'd never tried before, maybe, or one I've not had much, I don't think I would think you're trying to trick me. I think I would eat it and think, this isn't the best patty, but it's fine. It's fine. And that might sound like condemnation, but that's actually pretty high praise for something that has no beef in it. For something that has no meat in it, I'm saying, if this was from a fast food place I'd never heard of, I would think, yeah, it's all right. You know, it's an all right burger. You know, the bun less than tomato, and mayo is good, and it's all right. It's an all right patty. But considering it has no meat in it, that is actually high praise. But, so, I don't even know how to review this. I don't think I want to assign a number to it because it's not fair. It's not even in the same realm. I think if you can't have red meat, this is as close as you're going to get to the Whopper. Absolutely. I'm just saying, if anybody tells you they can't tell the difference between this and a Whopper, don't trust their taste buds. It is not the same. But if somebody tells you they wouldn't know that's not a real burger, I might believe them, because fast food varies in quality. Like, I know the Whopper beef tastes better than that. The Whopper is a good burger. Burger King, I think, is kind of underrated. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I used to be all about Wendy's, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to attack Wendy. That wasn't the point of this video, but I've not had Wendy's much lately, and I've just had so many disappointing experiences, like even the buns tasting stale. I'd rather have a Whopper any day of the week than a Dave's Single, and I used to love the Dave's Single. Wendy, you have a chance to win me back, but right now I'd rather have Burger King. So I know what the Whopper tastes like, and there's no way this tastes like a Whopper. But It's impressive. It is impressive. So I can't think of something, if you really just want a burger and you can't have red meat, or if you can't have meat, period. If you just can't have red meat, I would say get a turkey burger. Now, I don't know of any fast food restaurants that do turkey burgers, but you can get turkey burger patties that are pretty good. So I would say go that way. But if you just can't have meat, period, then I don't think you're going to get closer than this to having a Whopper. Okay? So I'm saying good job. I see why people say this is pretty good. I'm absolutely going to finish it, and I need to finish this before it gets cool, in fact. I'm just saying I wouldn't be fooled into thinking it's a Whopper. I might be fooled into thinking it's a burger from, well, all the ones around here I've had, but, you know, maybe somewhere I've not really had many fast food burgers. So it is good enough to fool me into thinking it might be fast food level beef. Again, that is actually high praise. Just don't let anybody tell you it tastes just like a Whopper. That's just not true. The double cheeseburger, I don't need to review it. So let's just, I mean, the meat, well, you know what the meat looks like here. Let's just, oh, just that flame broiled taste. I mean, let's be honest, I figured that was sort of like a liquid smoke situation they added. So it seems like they could add it to this as well. But maybe it's a legit flame broiled taste. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I've never worked at Burger King. Because it's not really in this patty. If this patty had the flame broiled taste, the texture is close enough to regular a regular Whopper patty. If it had that classic Burger King flame broiled taste, I might be tricked. I might be tricked into thinking this is just a Whopper. But hey, it's still good enough. And the fact that it has no meat in it kind of blowing my mind a little bit. So we'll get you next time on the Cardboard Cave. What's the best not beef burger from a fast food place? Is it the Impossible Whopper? It seems like it's the one everybody talks about, so I'm thinking it might be the best one. Well worth getting if you're trying to avoid red meat. And still good, just not a Whopper. Exactly. We'll catch you next time on the Cardboard Cave.